All right, y'all. We are going to go over the convergence backtest tool, see what its win rate was last week, and how we can prepare ourselves using this tool going into this week. I'm super excited to go over the convergence tool every single week because it shows me how well this tool works, and its win rate is freaking insane. So last week, I think it was 87%, 87.5, and correct me if I'm wrong, but last week, the win rate for convergence was 87.5% win rate on the colored flips. Now, if you guys don't know what convergence is, I'm going to kind of explain it a little bit real quick. So when there's flow coming in, to market net flow, and it's bullish or bearish, the convergence tool helps you get into a trade that follows market net flow. So that's why I like it a lot, because it shows the strength of price action relative to the flow. So if there's a lot of bullish flow coming in and there's a lot of calls and price starts to head up with volume, and I don't know what else it includes in it, I just know that it works. But if let's say the convergence tool turns green, that will keep you in a long position if the flow is bullish. So let's flip over to the market net flow tool, and we'll kind of backtest this tool and see how well it performed over the last week. Okay, so here is the market net flow. This was Friday's flow. I'm going to go over to Monday because we're going to start Monday through Friday, and then I'm going to write down every single win and every single loss, and then we're going to come at the very end of this video and see how well it performed. Now, what I do every single video, I'm going to tell you that if SPY, because we compare SPY to market net flow, if SPY goes up 50 cents or more, we're going to count that as a win. If it goes down 50 cents or more, or it does the opposite of flow, then that will constitute as a loss. But if it is within 25 cents or so, we're going to wash that trade completely, and it just chops around. So those are the rules for the back testing, and you'll kind of understand a little bit as we move on here. Okay, so we're going to start on the 31st of July, which was last Monday. You saw that we had quite a bit of bullish flow. I'm going to screenshot this. So we did have quite a bit of bullish flow, not anything too crazy because puts were above. Let me move this over here so you guys can see, and then let me blow it up just slightly here so we can draw on it. Okay, there we go. Good little screenshot. Okay, so we did get lots of flips down here. Now this is the convergence tool, and what I'm talking about, the green flips. So since calls are above puts, you're likely going to see green flips, and then you're going to see gray flips until flow flips the other way around. So we don't count the first 15 minutes of market, so this flip here doesn't count, but these green bars I will count. Now we're just going to eyeball these, and then I'm just going to draw a line. It's just going to have to work out here. Okay, so that's kind of where the green convergence flipped about 15 minutes after the market. It did go up 50 cents. So I'm going to give that one a win because it did shoot up from like 457.60-ish just by me eyeballing it. And it did get above 458.20 or so. So that was a 50-cent move to the upside. We're going to count that one as a win. And same with this green flip here. So we're going to see where it flipped on the price of SPY, which is the white line. And we did head up here. So this was definitely a 50-cent move. So that one was a win as well. Now this one is where it gets a little bit iffy because it did chop around quite a bit. It did flip around that area. And it looks like it did go up 50 cents or so. So we had 3 wins right there. So we went from like 457 just by me eyeballing it here. Now, if you guys want me to be a little bit more precise on these back tests, I definitely can. It just will take a little bit longer because I need to find the exact time in which it flipped and all that. But just with me eyeballing it, that would count as a win. This one here probably would be a wash because it was so small, and it looks like we did head up just slightly, but then it turned gray, as you can see here with the bar. So we're not going to count that one. Even though it did go up a little bit, it also went down after it flipped gray. Okay, so let's see this one. I don't know about this one. That one looks like it flipped there at about 456.75 ish, 456.80, and then it went up to 457.20 or so, it looks like. So that one only went up about 40 cents. I'm not going to count that one either. But this one right here was an obvious loss. You can see that it caught pretty much the top and then it went down. So it was the opposite. So we're going to count that one as a loss. And then this one was a win, it looks like, because that one definitely went up 50 cents or so. 456.75 all the way up to 457.25 or so. So that one was a win. All right, so let's see, one loss out of 5 trades. So that one went 4 for 5. Not too bad for a Monday. Now let me screenshot these and then put these over here so I have them in case I want to do a tweet or whatever. Okay, and then, Tuesday the 1st of August. Now this is where it got a little hairy. I think that this was a crazy day. So flow was bearish, but calls were also going up at the same time. So this one right here, so it kind of shows you, oops, I need to screenshot it. That is my bad. Did I screenshot? I just forgot to pull it up. Okay. Move this over a little bit. Okay. So right here, you can see that it indicated with this red dot right here that it did go down. So this went down about 50 cents, almost to the penny, 50 cents. So we're going to count this one. Ooh, that one was kind of rough because I think I did get into a short play on Tuesday and I made it out alive just with that little spike down. So this one was a little bit weird because it did hold red convergence, but it trended up a little bit. So that one was a little bit interesting, but if you would have gotten in right at the flip and then you managed your position correctly, you would have been able to make it out alive with that one with a win. So I am going to count that one as a win just because I'm pretty sure that I got myself in that exact trade. Okay, and then just a little bit of a tip for you guys. I don't get into every convergence play, just so you know. I'm just back testing this solely because I enjoy doing it. So I do not get in every single convergence flip, just so you guys know. So this one looks like man, that one's probably a loss. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna count that one as a loss because it did chop around. It did go down about 40 cents or so, but it just chopped you out of it, and it was still red. So we're gonna count that one as a loss. This one was a clear win. So this one went from like 456 or so all the way down to 455.50 or so, 455.60. So we're gonna count that one as a win. And then it was great convergence for the remainder of the day, which is kind of cool because we trended up, and great convergence means it does the opposite of flow. Okay, so let's see, this red flip here, that one was a loss. We're going to count that one as a loss too. Okay, 2 for 4, not bad. Not the best either. So this week looks like it was a little bit rougher as far as a win rate goes. That's okay. So that one was a loss. Let's go to Wednesday. I'm just going to fly through this, guys, because I know you guys get bored. We're going to fly through these back tests. Did my screenshot work? Oh, yep, it did. There we go. Okay, so here is Wednesday. We don't count the first 15 minutes, but we do count anything after that. So this red flip here, it looks like, was very, very good. Holy crap, that was a really good win. So this one went from 453 all the way down to when it flipped gray to about 451 or so. So that was like a $2 move to the downside. That was a huge win. And then it did it pretty much again here, but we did chop. But this went down just enough. I feel like you would have been able to make it out alive on that one with a win. It also depends on your trading strategies, guys. Mine is very, very disciplined as far as convergence flips. So I would definitely make it out alive with that win. So this one was a loss. You can clearly see that flipped there and it just chopped you around. So that one was a loss. This one was a win. It looks like it turned gray and then right there it got you in. So that one was a win. And then this one too was also a very nice win. Even though it did go up, you probably would have been in the red if you got in shorts there. But eventually you would have caught that little downside move there for about $1. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 wins out of 5. So 4 for 5, 1 loss. Yeah, let's move through these guys just so I don't bore you. Okay, so this is Thursday. This was a very, very messy flow day because it was pretty much dead even the entire day. But it did catch a couple of these. Remember, we don't count the first 15 minutes. This was within the first 15 minutes, so that doesn't count. This one was a really good trade here. That one you would have caught about $1 move to the downside. So that one was a win. This convergence trade, and then it kept you. It was gray for most of the day. It trended up as puts were above. So it did the opposite of flow when it was gray, which is really cool to see. And then right here, oh man, these arrows are getting rougher, guys. So it did flip around that area, and you would have caught $1 or $2 move, $1, which is really nice. This whole convergence move, so that wasn't a win. That was a win. And then it's very hard to tell here on these screenshots, but it looks like it did turn red there. So that one was also a nice little win. It looks like it turned green here too, slightly. Here, let me erase this. So it was red here. I know it's hard for you guys to see, but it was green also here. So that one was a win too. That one went from like 448.75 or so all the way up to 449.50. Cool. All right, so 4 wins and 0 losses on Thursday. That was a really good day actually for convergence. Okay, let's go to Friday. Friday was a very good day for convergence. Okay, so I did get into a long trade. I know for sure. I remember Friday's the easiest because it's so fresh in my mind when I do these videos. So it did flip green here. We had a really nice long convergence play right here. So this trended up about $1, $2 actually, maybe even $3 almost. This one went up almost $3 on this green convergence flip. This one was a huge win. I got into this trade, and that trade went up to 100%. On that one. And then once the gray convergence flipped, look at this, guys. You can see where gray convergence flipped, and it got me out completely on those trades. And you guys can go back and look at time steps on that when I got out of that trade. I got out at like the very top, which is cool. So this gray convergence kept you out because flow was bullish, or you could have went short because it's the opposite. So this was a very like crazy short opportunity, especially with puts coming up. It didn't start going up a lot up until we had that really nice downtrend though, but it kept trending up, and then convergence, these bars got huge. So yeah, that's just something to point out. You can always play gray convergence flips if you really want to. I prefer the colored ones because I like going with flow instead of against it. But sometimes you can catch some really nice ones, especially this one on Friday. So that was only one convergence flip, 1 for 1 on Friday, out of the colored flips. So let's see what the win rate is. Oh, that's so juicy. So it looks like we had 1, 2, 3, 4 losses out of 1, 5, 10, 14, 19. So 4 losses out of 19, so 15 divided by 19. So it wasn't as good as last week, but still, guys, 78, almost 79% win rate. So I'm just going to round that up to 80, because that is the average win rate that I've noticed playing convergence. Yeah, almost 80%, guys, 79%, which is, you guys, it's I know I like get so speechless when I do these convergence flip recap videos, because truly it has been my all-time favorite tool to use in my trading. I very much rely on the convergence tool in keeping me in good trades and also getting out of bad ones. Especially this one on Friday. This one got me out just in the nick of time. It kept me in all this whole time within like an hour or two, and it got me out right at the top before this huge like $6 move down on SPY. So it went from like 453 all the way down to like 457 within like the last half of the day. So I got in longs and then I got out perfectly. So that's a recap video on convergence. If you guys like this video and want me to continue doing these every single week, please shoot me a like, give me a comment. I love you all, and I will see you this whole week. I'm going to be doing some videos this whole entire week. I love you all. I'll see you in the next one.